Finalizing model geometry and calibrating virtual environment. The render is complete.
Awesome. Create a new project folder using save changes.
Yes, sir. Should I store this on your private server?
Yeah, sure. Alright, listen, let's see if we can't clean this up a little bit. Create some space. Actually, can we explode components?
Of course.
Thank you. Yeah, actually, keep that.
For you, sir, always.
Mobility is important, and speed is really important. I think there are two sort of issues. One is being able to make a diagnosis quickly on a patient in front of me in real time, looking at a scan. Another really helpful feature is teaching. So you can actually take the iPhone to the bedside and show the patient, you know, here's your stroke, here's what it looks like, this is what happened to you. Those are really two key features of the technology that will enhance our practice. I can be walking to the clinic and I'm talking to somebody on a phone, and I can go and look at the image without having to go and seek a PAC station to look at the image. It will be possible for me to be, you know, meeting somebody downtown. I can deal with a patient question or concern from somebody here at the time and carry on. I mean, the possibilities for improving multitasking are great. I can go to a hockey game, take my son to a hockey game, deal with a patient problem, and still stay at the hockey game. In any discipline where you need diagnostic imaging technology rapidly, that's going to make a difference. So stroke is a natural, or anywhere anybody who has to provide remote access. I can see it applying to almost every medical discipline, particularly, for example, for rural access. So you can imagine a situation where, you know, someone's way up north, they're in Yellowknife or north of Yellowknife, and they're not in a place where there's an immediate doctor, there's a nurse there, and they are able to communicate with you with technology, and you can provide expertise at the time for that patient at the time that they need it, even though you're not there. So it could apply to, you know, family docs. It can apply to, you can even do rehabilitation interviews. It could apply to surgery. If you're providing diagnostic information or advice to a patient, it can help any of those situations. Could be, you know, really like the great equalizer, in the same way that we've talked about the internet as the great equalizer across the world, because there's clearly a distinction between remote and metropolitan access to healthcare. If we can provide that kind of diagnostic, you know, expertise in rural areas using technology, it will be really, really beneficial. I mean, everyone's first reaction is cool. right? We're going to be able to look at these images on the iPhone, and I think most people have been very happy with the quality of the images. Most people have been very happy with that aspect of it, and then moving around the hospital, the people that I've talked to have been really think this is a really really awesome evolution of imaging technology.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Secretary2744 here today to do an application review of the app i3D, which is created by the University of Joseph Fourier. And I've been talking about this application a lot on my YouTube channel, especially through my Twitter. And it's the glasses-free molecular 3D, and basically this application is free, so that's really cool. Let's just go ahead and do a quick little preview/review over the application by answering it. Now, in the main menu here, you're going to see a simple start button and also the names of the authors of this application. Going here, you'll see the instructions and kind of stuff that you should take notice over in using this application, because it's an application that you have to follow directions in order to use. Now, as you guys can see, it's connecting to my hand, and I'll be using my hand in this video because my head I can't extend my neck over the tripod that the camera's on here, so I apologize for that. As you guys can see, I'm coming up around the side, and it'll connect to my head, as you guys can see, with a little square. And if I do something like wipe my finger in front of it, it'll kind of lose tracking and stuff, but for the most part tracking is good. But if you have more than one moving object within the camera's view, it'll sometimes lose the ability of tracking the certain object that you want it to track. So you have to pay attention to objects moving in the background. You just want it to be moving your head and stuff. Now, this isn't gyroscope because this is laid on a flat surface, and basically what the front camera is doing is just detecting my movement. As you guys can see, me going left and right, and if you go too far right or too far left, up or down, it'll lose its connection for the main thing that it's tracking, like instance my hand here, and sometimes it'll stall out, so you have to exit the application and reboot into the application. That's one of the problems, but you kind of have to be careful how far you move left and right, up and down with your hand or head. So as you guys can see, there's lots of things that it does. Going through some of the models here, you have these faces that pop out, which is probably one of the coolest. I'll go ahead and zoom in here to show you guys a quick little bit review. And then you have the 3D iPhone, which probably is my least favorite. My favorite is the targets. I really love Target. And then at the end here, you're going to get notice of the authors and special thanks to people with their Twitters and all that stuff. So that was basically my review over the i3D application. I think it's a revolutionizing factor within the iOS world. Please be sure to go ahead and subscribe for more of the iPhone, iPod Touch, and iPad. Please also be sure to go ahead and visit in the description below. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Leave your comments and your thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. That would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. This is Secretary2744.